Hi everyone and welcome back to Fully Playable Games. So on today's video we are going to be having a look at my top 10 new games for 2024. I will say before we start, the games in this list were ones that I have played personally this year. So there will be some big titles that I've not gotten around to yet, so they won't be in this list. But yeah, there are some absolutely amazing titles that I have played this year. And yeah, let's dive in with number 10.
Number 10.
Kicking off our list at number 10 is the Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. This Capcom-made game was released on the 6th of September for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One and Steam. In this deductive adventure, Phoenix Wright's old friend and rival, prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, has become embroiled in a series of murder cases that are seemingly disconnected from one another, but in reality hide a deeper truth behind them. This special collection includes remasters of both Ace Attorney Investigations and Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. The events of the Ace Attorney Investigations games takes place in a 2-month period between the endings of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy and the earliest trial of the Apollo Justice Attorney trilogy. The remake was received across the board with really good reviews. With an 85% on Metacritic and a user score of 8.6. It currently stands as the second best rated game in the whole series. As soon as I saw that this game was announced, I jumped on and pre-ordered it as soon as I could. I'd been wanting to play some of the Ace Attorney games for absolutely ages, but every time I'd gone to look at them, they were always Japanese based games. So finding this one in English was really good, and it wasn't a disappointment at all. With an interesting story and the freedom to take the investigation in any way that you want. It's definitely a game I would recommend playing if you haven't had a chance to yet.
Number 9.
You let my Unreal go now, stranger, and maybe I will blow your head off nicely.
Help me!
Let her go. But can't you see the little peach is coming on to me? Come on to this, pendejo. Oh, demon hunter. Your bullets have no bite, no penetration.
Our number 9 spot is being given to Shadows of the Damned Hella Remastered. In a year where there was a lot of remakes and remasters, this was one of the games that I was really looking forward to. Development was undertaken by Grasshopper Manufacture, and the game is a remake of the 2011 game that was released on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. It was originally released on the 28th of October and got a wide release on Nintendo Switch, PlayStations 4 and 5, Steam, Xbox One and the Xbox Series X and S. In the game you play Demon Hunter Gracia Hotspur, and you come home to find his girlfriend Paula has been abducted by Lord of the Demons Fleming. Fleming brags that he will kill her again and again, and Gracia is powerless to stop him. But instead he follows him back to the underworld along with his demon sidekick Johnson, who also acts as his gun, torch and motorcycle. I have to admit, I really enjoyed Shadows of the Damned Hella Remastered. I'm really looking forward to spending a lot more time running through the game. The critics, on the other hand, were not kind to this game. It currently has a 70% on Metacritic, down from 76% for the original game. The players, on the other hand, were much more in favour of this, giving the remake a solid rating of 8.0.
I was with her when she picked out that lingerie.
You? In a Victoria's Secret?
Are you kidding me?
Keep running! There's no way to disperse darkness this thick!
Number 8.
The next entry on our list is also going to be going to a remake, and that is the Disney classic Epic Mickey in Epic Mickey Rebrushed. This is a remake of the 2010 Nintendo Wii exclusive. This remake has been released for Nintendo Switch, PlayStations 4 and 5, Steam, Xbox One and the Xbox Series X and S. Developed by Purple Lamp, Epic Mickey Rebrushed was released on the 24th of September. In the game, you join Mickey Mouse on a colourful adventure as he traverses Wasteland, a world inspired by Disney classic stories. Using the wizard's magical brush, you use paint and thinner to defeat enemies throughout Wasteland, while also trying to defeat the Bolt, a creature created from both paint and thinner. While I didn't play the original on the Wii, as soon as I saw that this game had been announced, I pre-ordered it right away, and I have to say I'm really happy that I did. The game garnered generally favourable reviews on Metacritic with a score of 76% and a user score of 7.9%. And with an excellent soundtrack and stunning visuals, this is definitely a game that you need to check out if you haven't done already.
Number 7.
Beautiful dismount.
Check this out. It's perfect.
Oh, show me the angle. Oh my god.
What?
Our number 7 game was by far the hardest one for me to pick a place in this list for. Life is Strange Double Exposure is the next game in the Life is Strange series of games, and it's the first time that we're reunited with the first game's protagonist, Max Caulfield. While the original Life is Strange was developed by Don't Nod, development duties for Double Exposure were handed off to Deck 9, who are actually a series mainstay, being responsible for Life is Strange Before the Storm and Life is Strange True Colours. Life is Strange Double Exposure was released on the 29th of October for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, Steam and Xbox Series X and S. It was released in the normal episodic format that the other games were released in, consisting of 5 episodes. Following the events of the original Life is Strange, Max Caulfield has relocated to Lakeport, Vermont, where she's working as a photographer in residence at Caledon University. She has made the decision to never use her time rewinding powers again, following the consequences that she faced in Arcadia Bay. Life is Strange Double Exposure is currently the lowest rated game in the series, with a Metacritic score of 73% amongst critics and an unfavourable 4.2% user score. While I really enjoyed connecting with the world of Life is Strange, Double Exposure is really a mixed bag. The game starts off really well, and I really enjoyed the game, but once you reach around chapter 4, I really found that the game just jumped the shark.
Alright, there's a chance Moses will believe me. First, I gotta hop over to the other timeline. I shouldn't leave yet. I shouldn't leave yet. Now to see what Moses... I think Moses is too stunned to do anything. Let me jump back over to make sure I didn't break him.
Number 6.
Hello? Someone out there? Hello? Could have sworn I... never mind. Francis, the radar's acting up again. You were supposed to tune up this piece of junk years ago. Yes, it's back. It's back. This is Tobias Barlow and Francis Cook, located in mid-zone Sector B. Do you read me? I'm picking up your distress signal in the outer zone. It looks like you're somewhere around Sector E. Hey, Francis, come here. Yes, it's urgent. Leave that interferometer alone for a second. Something is out there.
Moving on to number 6, we've got Pacific Drive. This is a car-centered exploration survival game developed by Ironwood Studios. Set in 1998, you play as a JS Express courier, and while en route to drop off your delivery, you drive past the Olympic Exclusion Zone, which is an area sealed off by the government following a bunch of science experiments that went very wrong. As you drive past, the gigantic exclusion wall anomaly pulls you through and you are dragged into the exclusion zone. With your car as your only lifeline, you must scavenge resources from abandoned research sites, load up your trusty station wagon and drive like hell to make it through alive. Released on the 23rd of May, Pacific Drive was released on the PS5 and Steam. The game received favourable reviews from critics, garnering a Metacritic score of 79%. It was not as heralded by the players, only scoring a 6.3. The first time I saw this game, I was watching a Let's Play from someone that got an early review copy and was immediately hooked by the premise. Once I got my hands on the game, it was one of those games that just turned into a time sponge, and yeah, I just wanted to keep getting to that next milestone.
Number 5.
In at number 5 is the remake of the hugely popular GameCube game Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. This Nintendo Switch exclusive was developed by Intelligent Systems and released on the 23rd of May. While on holiday travelling the Mushroom Kingdom, Princess Peach gets given a treasure map leading to a long lost treasure. Upon receiving a letter from Peach asking him to join her in finding the treasure, Mario heads to Rogueport to meet up with Peach. When he gets there, Mario must collect the 7 crystal stars before the X-Nauts do and reach the Thousand Year Door to access the treasure. Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door got really good reviews across the board upon its release. With an 88 on Metacritic and a user score of 8.7, players were commending the game for being a loving, recreated version of the GameCube original. This was a game that I'd been wanting to play for so long, but with the price of the GameCube being in the 3 digits for so long, this remake was a really welcome release for me. Carrying on the recent trend of Nintendo Mario remakes, this was an amazing game to play and it helped introduce the Paper Mario franchise to a new generation of gamers.
Number 4.
At number 4 is probably this year's funniest oddball game, Squirrel with a Gun. You play a grey squirrel who has broken into a top secret lab and mistakenly eats a special hard drive that's shaped like an acorn. Then you are pursued by agents that are trying to recover the stolen hard drive, but during your escape a handgun is dropped, and needing to escape the agents trying to take you down, you pick it up and just start shooting. Developed by DD Creations, Squirrel with a Gun was released on the PS5, Steam and Xbox Series X and S on the 29th of August. Even with this hilarious premise, the game got mixed reviews from both critics and players, with a Metacritic score of 63% and a user rating of 6.7. I have to say I loved this game from the very first time I saw the gameplay. I just had to play it for myself, and going into the game I went in with the view that this would be a very sort of slapstick style game and just based around humour. Ended up being a really good game with really interesting puzzles, challenging platforming sections and a boatload of hilarity.
Number 3.
Oh my god! What happened? Gross! Back off! No! Yeah! dead. Douchebags!
The number 3 spot is taken up by my most anticipated game of the last few years, and that is Lollipop Chainsaw Repop. This is a remake of the 2012 action hack and slash game of the same name. Development of Lollipop Chainsaw has been handed over to Jodagami Games, with some members of the original development team returning to work on the remake. You play as chainsaw-wielding cheerleader Juliet Starling. The game starts with Juliet waking up on her 18th birthday, and everything is great. While cycling to school to meet her boyfriend Nick, she is greeted by the sight of her former schoolmates who have all become zombies. But this is no problem for Juliet, as she comes from a long line of zombie hunters and is ready for action. The original version of Lollipop Chainsaw was a collaboration between game designer Suda51 and filmmaker James Gunn. Suda51 and Gunn have both confirmed that they were not involved in the Lollipop Chainsaw Repop remake. The game received mixed reviews when it was released, with a 68% on Metacritic and a user score of 7.4. It is worth noting that these scores are very similar to the 2012 version, which scored 70 and 7.1 respectively. While I've not yet got my physical copy of Repop, because I actually ordered the collector's edition from Limited Run, I have been able to play a friend's copy on the PC, and I have to admit, I love this game just as much as the original. The only negative I have about Repop is that the development team were not able to secure the rights to some of the songs from the original game, and these songs have been replaced with new tracks that were specifically made for the game.
I love the smell of almost dead cheerleader in the morning. Yeah! Woo!
Torturing small animals? What kind of whack job waterboards Chip and Dale? That makes Skyliner here like the most uncoolest dude ever.
Number 2.
Taki? Eve, are you alright? This place is dangerous. Take my hand.
In at number 2 is the amazing hack and slash PlayStation exclusive Stellar Blade. Developed by Korean studio Shift Up, Stellar Blade was released on the PS5 on the 26th of April, following a delay from its original 2023 release. The game is also getting a PC port that is scheduled to release sometime in 2025. In Stellar Blade, you play as Eve, a member of the 7th Airborne Squadron, on a mission to save humanity from the Natibas. After landing in a war zone and watching an unidentified Natiba kill her mentor, Taki, Eve embarks on a mission with a new partner, Adam and Lily, to kill the elder Natiba and save humanity. When first released, Stellar Blade received a lot of critical backlash from a variety of gaming publications, criticising the character design used for protagonist Eve. This quickly shut down when Korean model Shin Jae-yoon came forward as the model of Eve's character. Upon release, Stellar Blade received great reviews, getting an 81% on Metacritic with an amazing 9.2 user score. Stellar Blade is an absolutely amazing game and was very nearly my number 1 game for this year. Music and visuals blend together to build an absolutely amazing environment and really draw you into the world of Stellar Blade.
Adam, get back!
I'm going outside to play with my friends.
I don't think that's safe, sweetie.
Mom, it's a snow day. The most magical of days in a young child's life. Whoa, kid! It's so beautiful! No school, everybody! No school! It's a beer. Eek. I'm dead. Ow, too rough. Well, hold on, fellas. The new kid doesn't know how to... I'm hit! Target sighted.
Number 1.
Guys! What you doing? Then you get close to that! Come back and say! What? Guys! Get over here before it falls apart! Find me and say!
Jesus. What is this stuff? My number one best game of 2024 is being given to Still Waits the Deep, a first-person psychological horror game developed by the Chinese Room. Set in 1975, you play as Glaswegian electrician named Cameron Kaz McLeary, who works on the North Sea oil rig Bearer D. After the rig drills into something that should have been left alone, the rig gets taken over by a strange entity that leaves Kaz looking for a way to escape while surviving the harsh weather, invading the pursuing creatures, and all while navigating through the rig's hostile environments. Released on the 18th of June for the PlayStation 5, Steam and Xbox Series X and S, studio co-founder Dan Pinchbeck first pitched Still Waits the Deep as the thing set on an oil rig. The The development team interviewed engineers who used to work on oil rigs and viewed BP documentary archives to ensure that the rig represented in the game was authentic and period accurate. The game received average reviews with a Metacritic score of 74% and user reviews of 7.7. When I first played Still Wait the Deep, I got hooked straight away. I sat down and literally played through the whole game from start to finish in one sitting. Being a fan of films like The Thing, I saw from the off that this was a major inspiration for the game. The main reason that it gets my #1 pick is because it is the one game experience that has stayed with me ever since I've played it.
Sorry. I've got to go.
And that is going to be it for my top 10 games of 2024. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of my picks, and also let me know what were your top games for this year. But with that said, that is going to wrap the video up for today. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when I upload new videos. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.